When we decided that we wanted to visit Big Bend National Park, we did our research and chose the Lost Alaskan RV Park in Alpine, Texas. All sites are pull-through with full hookups and plenty big enough to handle any size rig. A word of warning, the grass here is pretty rough. There's lots of burr clover and stickers, so watch out for your puppies and your little kids and always wear closed-toed shoes. Every site has a picnic table, but they are far from where your door will be once you're set up, and that makes it feel a little disjointed in the evenings when you just want to sit outside and hang out. Approximately 60% of the guests at the Lost Alaskan are long-term or permanent. Most of these campers are situated along the perimeter. That means that if you're a temporary guest, you'll likely be placed in the very back of the park or in the center row C. That makes for lots of in and out traffic, and it's something to keep in mind when you're planning your stay. The bathrooms, showers, and laundry room at the Lost Alaskan are kept clean and in working order. In the laundry room, you'll find 6 dryers and 6 washers. Everything works great, and it's $1.50 per cycle. There is a small dog park on the property. This is important to us because we travel with 2 small dogs that need to run around without a leash sometimes. Keep in mind, there is no separation between the big dogs and the small dogs, and since there are a lot of animals in this park, you'll sometimes have to be willing to play with the big dogs or wait your turn. Since we stayed in February, the pool was not open, but we were excited to have an on-site playground for Eleanor. When we got there, we were discouraged to see that the playground is old and rickety, it leans far to one side, and Eleanor didn't feel safe playing on it at all. That meant that we had to look elsewhere for a place for Eleanor to play during the day. Thankfully, the city of Alpine had 2 or 3 really great little parks. They had fun equipment, they're well kept and pretty clean, and we always felt safe there. Eleanor says it was a win. Of course, the main reason for our stay in Alpine was to explore the Big Bend area. On our way down to the national park, we made a visit to the Terlingua ghost town. It was a lot of fun to walk through, to learn about the history of the mining area, and we couldn't get out without having a little bit of fun at Drew's expense. Of course, Big Bend was the main attraction for us. We enjoyed a full day exploring the park, going to a visitor center, hiking, and Eleanor earned a Junior Ranger badge. We will definitely be back next year to explore other areas of the park, and when we do, we may just stay at the Lost Alaskan. But wait, Big Bend and Terlingua aren't the only things to visit. Fort Davis National Historic Site is about 30 minutes north of the Lost Alaskan. It's a really great afternoon where you can learn a lot about history and the kids can earn another patch. Thanks to an Alpine local, we learned about Valmaria State Park. We drove an hour north to visit the park on a Sunday afternoon. The sun was out and it was a beautiful day, and the spring-fed swimming pool that is more than an acre big stays temperature constant all year round, so you can enjoy it any time. You'll swim with soft-shelled turtles and fish, and you can swim, snorkel, or even scuba dive. If you schedule it right, you'll have plenty of time left over to visit other attractions close to the Lost Alaskan RV Park. Marfa, Texas, is about 30 minutes to the west, and it has some great little art galleries and boutiques. There are local restaurants in Alpine that you might really enjoy. Our favorite was Sazon, which was Baja Mexican food, and it was delicious. Of course, there are also art galleries and boutiques in downtown Alpine. Overall, we give the Lost Alaskan 4 stars. We had good cell service on AT&T and Verizon. Our Starlink worked great so Drew could keep working, and it was a good home base to visit so many of the attractions in the Big Bend area of Texas. What do you think? Would you like to get more campground reviews and see our fun family adventures? Click like, leave us a comment, and don't forget to subscribe below.